Today I have a really quick video showing you how to make a creepy charcuterie hand for Halloween. So to start with, you are going to get a mixture of soft cheeses. So for this one, I chose to use cream cheese and some goat cheese and mixed in my own herb mix, which was a kind of a French herb mix. You can also just buy Boursin cheese. You can buy any other soft cheese. So you're going to need that. Then you're also going to need mozzarella wrapped with prosciutto that usually comes in a stick form. And these are going to be your fingers. So you can find these at most grocery stores. I found some on Amazon as well. So you're going to want at least 5 of those for the hand. And then you're also going to need just regular prosciutto to go over top of the cheese to put the whole hand together. And then something for the fingernails. So I chose to use almonds, sliced almonds, but I've also seen people use olives or slices of tomatoes or other things that kind of form a fingernail. So you're going to want to start by mixing your cheeses together till it's nice and soft. You can skip this step if you already have pre-made cheese. Now you're going to want to start laying out the board. I have seen some videos where people use their own hand and they trace it on some parchment paper. You can do this. I chose to build my hand right on the board itself and then went ahead and just used my hand as reference. So you're going to want to take your 5 mozzarella wrapped prosciutto sticks and lay them out to form the fingers. And so this is what I did. I just kind of placed them on there and then I would put my hand out and just compare how my hand looked with my creepy charcuterie hand. You can see I'm just kind of hovering over that and trying to make sure that they all look the right size. It really doesn't matter too much, so don't get too hung up on all the details and how it all goes together. Once you have your 5 fingers, you're going to just put on your soft cheese. And if I was doing this for a group of people or a party, I would be using gloves. But since I'm just doing this for my family, I have nice clean hands here. So you can make this long. I've seen some really cool hands that have the whole arm included. So if you want to make a bigger or longer board, I would do that. This was just going to be a small board that I'm serving just to my family right before dinner one night. So I'm going to keep the wrist kind of short. And you're just going to want to kind of make sure that those fingers are sticking in there. Always compare it back to how your hand looks, and just keep pressing that cheese in and around. The next part is probably the most fun part. You're just going to take your prosciutto and you're going to start laying it on top of your cheese and pressing it in. Make sure that you get your prosciutto so that it is tucked in between the fingers, because this really makes it look like a whole hand and not just like you stuck the fingers on. And I wouldn't do more than like 1 or 2 layers of the prosciutto. It just makes it harder to eat and cut into later. So try to keep it so it doesn't overlap too much as you build it. Once you have your hand all put together, the final step is just to put on your fingernails. And so again, I just use sliced almonds for these fingernails. You can use all kinds of different things. And this really just adds kind of the fun touch to the board itself. If you're looking for other Halloween charcuterie boards, I have a bunch of other ideas on my site that you can check out. I've also seen some really cool designs where people actually do a face of this. I tell you, like, this kind of freaked me out to do with just the hand, so I'm not sure how I feel about the face. That might have to be a next Halloween project for me. Here, but I've got lots of other ideas over there, from pumpkins to just candy Halloween boards. And I just served this simply with some crackers, it being a nice kind of cheese cracker and meat board. But you can also serve it as kind of the centerpiece of a bigger board, especially if you're hosting a party or, serving this up on trick or treat night or something like that. So again, I just put some crackers around and it came out really perfect and easy. And it only took a couple of minutes to make. Not gonna lie, this one creeps me out a little bit, especially cutting into it at the very end. If you're looking for more ideas, please come check out my website or like and subscribe to this video and come back and check out some more videos soon.